Hey folks, it's Untrusted Life, and welcome back to Realm Child Invasion, my completely custom-made raycasting engine that runs in the browser. So there's been a ton of updates since I last made a video, which I think was like over a month ago. I have no clue how long it's been actually, and I don't feel like checking, but it's been at least a month. And so let's get into it. So the first thing you'll notice is that there's more going on visually here. We got banners. I don't remember if we had the mid textures last time. We probably did. And here we are in the first level. One fun new thing is that you should a portrait. You actually get a little blurb at the top that's random. That's based on the portrait. And I think that's kind of neat. I mean, I'm wasting arrows, but yeah. What else? Oh yeah, fixed a lot of bugs. That's kind of a given. You'll notice that when I'm standing on the yellow carpet here, it doesn't show on the sides like it was before. That was a bug. It was showing the color of the floor you're on the sides of the other ones before. Now that doesn't happen. I've done loads of optimizations. It doesn't bother re-rendering things if you're not moving, and there's nothing moving in front of you, which keeps the frame rate nice and stable. Although it can be improved. Right now it's just the floor and ceilings. The walls are still rendered every frame because they're animated. And but I can fix that. I can change that, and I can handle the animated ones differently. You'll notice there's a banner here. If you know any of the lore of my universe, you'll know what faction that belongs to. And here we go. Okay, so you'll see there's a lot more going on, just like on the map in general here. I've got little decor sprites now for things, and all of them are treated as mobs, and there can be hundreds of, like thousands of them on screen and without any frame drops. The most I've tested is like 500 sprites on screen, and my frame rate was still 60. So it does pretty well. Another thing that wasn't here before is that I have archways now. You can see that black bit there. You can see there's a ceiling rendered where you would otherwise be able to see through to the wall to simulate a proper ceiling when you're going into this archway. I have portal support now. So if you look in here, you can see the seal. Oh, shit, I died. I'm trying to explain things, and then I just die. Where's my mouse? Okay, my mouse disappeared when I died there. I need to fix that because that's kind of annoying. But here, maybe I'll just okay, here we go. We're back here. Okay. I was trying to explain that the ceilings are portal ceilings, so you can't see things rendered above them that are far away. Oh yeah, these healing herbs on the ground can heal you. They're called tenacious elderflowers. There's wells. Sometimes you can get nice stuff out of wells, but sometimes it's also just empty. And fuck you. Okay, here we go. So you can shoot out windows, crawl through them, and then there can be secrets and stuff. What else? What I was trying to explain is that you don't see the tower rendering behind it because it's like a proper portal now. The floors aren't portal floors. The floors are still rendering like they used to render. Oh yeah, and the enemies can crawl into windows as well. As you can see, they were trying to crawl in. And I just think this feels so much more alive now with the grass and everything in it. This looks good, man. All right, for what it is, like it's retro, but it's a good kind of retro look. The tall grass brushes past you. There we go, tenacious elderflowers. That's a way. That's just another way to heal that exists now. If you want to min-max it, you want to be at max health before you eat any food, because then you can get more hit points out of it. You can get increase your maximum hit points. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break in instead of going through the front door here. Ooh. There we are. The forest level. The forest level is really cool now. So this isn't present in the currently released version. But yeah, you can see it's way more overgrown looking now. There's something about the sprite-based grass that like it feels good. Like it feels really 3D, even though it's a sprite. Like really weird to say that. In the currently released version, it has more trees, but not much else. But now it has like weeds and grass and it has a dark lighting. Oh, that's another thing, is that I've added a primitive lighting system which is zone-based shading, so zones can have light levels, and in this case it's one giant zone that happens to be dark. Oh yeah, and I also if you noticed in the last ones, I improved the skybox gradients. Remember, this is a fully custom-made engine. It's not using Unity or anything. Like, I made this completely from scratch in pure JavaScript and just using HTML5. So it might not feel impressive if you're used to like Unreal Engine or whatever, but those people are using a pre-made engine, and I made this engine completely on my own. Completely, entirely on my own. So, yeah. But anyway, I am loving this. Like, this feels so cool now. Anyway, but my health is a little bit low. I'd like to come out of this with more maximum health. So I'm gonna look around. I need to go back to the beginning of the level and see if I can get something out of these wells. Sometimes they can increase your max HP. And I feel underpowered right now. And it's really easy to die on the castle level now. Like, it's... Okay, so I got some arrows from that one. Now, where was the second well? There's two wells. Here we go. Nothing of interest. Okay. So I could just sit here for a few minutes and then go back and try the wells again. But instead, we're going to move on. Okay, so here we are. This is the castle level. We're going to try to get as much health as we can without fighting these guys. Oh yeah, the watchtowers have little banners on them now, which kind of reminds me of the cinematic from the original Age of Empires 2, if anyone has seen that. Even with the green, like the green banners on there. I think it was a watchtower. But yeah, so this is like very Age of Empires-y looking, except for in a Raycaster. And okay, so here we are. We've gotten as much health as we can from the outside. Now when I go in here, I am in danger. Because I can't see what's in here with me. Okay. We need health. I swear, Your Majesty, it was an accident as I shoot at his portrait. Yeah, it's fun to shoot at the portraits and get little lore bits. Nope. There's a lot of health. Mimic check. You never know with portraits. I'm wasting so many arrows, but I know how to play this, so it's not like I'm in danger of losing here. There we go. Easy. Okay. So if you go out here, you can actually leave the level right away. But there's probably more health in here. Yeah, there's some more health in here, okay. Right there. I said I wasn't in danger of dying, and then I died. Oh. Fine, we'll play through it again. Who knows, maybe we'll get better luck this time. It's not like frustrating because this game has a lot of replayability because everything's so random. Ah. Good. Let's get the arrows from the secret. There, hey, I got some health from that one. There, we're already at 10 health, which is better than we were doing before. It's funny how there's a little bit of progression to this, so it's like a roguelite sort of. Alright, let's go in. Okay. So here we are. We are in the tavern level now. You'll see that there's actually healing root out here. Healing herbs out here now as well. Sorry, tenacious elderflowers. So if I take some damage in there, I can go out here to get a little bit of healing. But one thing that I think that is just sort of really fun is that I actually feel like I'm a ranger. Like stalking around, looking for little healing herbs and stuff as I hunt the monsters. I feel very much like a Majesty Ranger right now. And if you haven't played Majesty, Majesty is this very cool, really old RTS game where you played as a king, and you didn't control your units directly. Instead, you put reward flags out for them, and they would hunt the rewards themselves, like they were playing a little RPG themselves, and they'd all level up and get better equipment and so on. So it's like you were overseeing the adventurers doing their adventure, rather than playing as the adventurer doing the adventure. But something I always sort of dreamed about when I was playing Majesty is that there would be a game where you can play as one of those heroes. Which, like, I mean, it sounds kind of basic, right? It's like, oh, just like an RPG game. Yeah, I get it. But I always had dreamed about that. And I actually did find something like that at one point, and it's called Heroes of Ardania, which is a browser-based RPG where you can play as the heroes. But it's browser-based. Like, well, this is browser-based too, but it's a browser-based RPG, and you just basically play it through clicking links. I mean, it's a fully fledged RPG, which is a lot of side quests and combat logs and everything, but like, yeah, it's just like about clicking links, really. You want to go to the sewer, okay, you click the sewer. I actually wanted to stop here and record a little bit. So when I mentioned that I want an RPG from a first-person perspective, Don't go into the comments and be like, well, you could just play Skyrim or any of the Elder Scrolls game or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a game with the tongue-in-cheek nature and the same sort of elements of majesty, except for you're playing as the hero. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. I want to feel like an actual ranger. I don't want to be a fucking magical archer all the time. I want to feel like a ranger, actually exploring this world, this very Majesty-esque world, with the same sort of humor and the same sort of genericness to it that isn't actually generic. Something fresh, not an Elder Scrolls game. Anyway, just needed to record that real quick. On the town menu, you can go to the sewer and fight the rats there or whatever. And what I always wanted was like an RPG from a first-person perspective that was still very retro, but like a proper RPG that wasn't just a bunch of links you'd go through. And I feel like I'm kind of making that right now, and I don't know, there's something about it that feels amazing. It's like a wish fulfillment thing to me. But yeah, okay. Like this is more like a proof of concept, really. Like this is so much more like a boomer shooter than an RPG, but I could make an RPG in it, and that would be an interesting project. We're back. So I'm going to try a different plan this time. Hopefully that means we'll beat it. I'm going to just go in through the front door instead of trying the side door, because I keep getting jumped from the side door. I'm glad I saw them through the peephole before I entered there. Okay. That's probably all of them. Yep. Okay, so here we are. We're actually in the castle now. We will beat this. I swear. Like, there's so many of them. Holy mackerel. Luckily, explosive barrels don't damage you. They only damage the enemies. Okay. So there should be bonus health in here. We're up to 21. There's the ruin. I'm just gonna kill all these guys because... Okay. Alright, ruin found. The way out is literally right over there. Okay. But we are going to... We're gonna see if we can get to the back door entrance from here. Let me see if there's anything in here that I would like. Nope, nope. There a guy in there? There is. Here we are. Okay. Oh, this is disappointing. Okay. So usually the well is more central, and then there's some grass here, and it looks really moody, but I guess not this time, because it's random. Okay. Oh! Alright, here we go. I don't think there's anything else out here we want to collect. Oh, there is, okay. Yeah, this is incredibly tense. When you don't know where the enemies are. I guess that bodes well if I want to make a horror game with this at some point. I have like this big book of ideas for games I want to make with this thing. Alright, here we go. Computer time.
It's 6:31 p.m.
Okay. Alright. So these levels are pretty straightforward. Flesh levels. You find the ruin, clear the level, and actually don't fight them to save arrows. The challenge... This game is... I don't know why it's more challenging, because I didn't really change the amount of enemies. And I even added more ways to heal. But it feels a lot harder now than it used to be. I think it's mostly because of the things like, well, the secret area, like the castle, like you can't see it on the minimap. You can't see the inside of the castle on the minimap. I don't know if you noticed that. So I can't see the enemies there, and that makes it harder to guess whether an entrance is safe. And so it feels like there's more skill going on there now. Final level. We have plenty of arrows. Not gonna waste them. We're on the final level after all. Now I don't know how far you can get now. Like how many waves you could beat. But I imagine if you're like a pro Wolfenstein player, you probably could. It is a little bit weird that my bow is a hit scan. But you have the crosshair right in the middle, so it's not quite as annoying as in Wolfenstein. Anything over here I wanna find? This whole level is hidden on the minimap, by the way, so you can't see anything. So the key should be hidden the ruin should be hidden somewhere in this chamber. There it is. Bam. And there we go. But we actually beat it. Now, I don't know how far we can get now if we were to keep playing, but I've been playing for like half hour. Yeah, almost exactly a half hour. And I want to edit and release this video. So that's the update. That's what this looks like now. I am really happy with it. I think it's so much better than it used to be. The random order of the levels afterwards is so interesting. I want to add more levels to this, but really what's happening is I'm kind of getting towards, well, the end of this game, and I kind of want to start on another project using this engine to a greater extent. Something that like this is like the proof of concept game, and it's fun and it works. Oh, also yeah, portal ceilings cause interesting things to happen when you are in like an open level with this, with different floor heights. Some good, some bad. Although this will probably never happen, like in any other situation other than being in a weird open dimension. Yeah, looking from a tall zone into a short zone, it generates those fake black ceilings. Kind of like how it does the counters. Anyway, so aside from that weirdness, yeah, that's this. I'm not afraid to waste arrows right now. I have so many of them. So either what happens next is I make some new levels for this. Like I was thinking a city at night level, like a big city, with like light posts, because I have this zone-based lighting now, and that could look really cool. Or I say Realm Child Invasion 1 is done, and it's time to work on whatever the next game is that I make using this engine. If people want more levels for this game, let me know in the comments. And remember, you can actually download an open source, though less developed version of this engine from my GitHub. Make your own games in it, and even develop it to the point where this is developed if you wanted to. Remember, I dropped working on the open source version. But it's there in case anyone wants to pick it up. It is, and you can do whatever the heck you want with it. My fingers are blue. Anyway, thanks guys. See you later.